I mean, I think my expectations coming into Online Educa were really to have a chance to, meet a lot of other innovators in the education technology space, people who are really pushing the boundaries and trying to forge, new frontiers in e-learning, working on, the next new ways of really advancing education, whether it's in, simulation or whether it's in learning management or whether, in any number of topics, just to see people pushing boundaries. And I mean, that expectation has really been met. I've met some, there's some great people. There's some great people here that are doing some really creative things. So it's been exciting. I think one of them is really about kind of, data science, which, how do we leverage and allow all of these, mountains of data that we're now collecting across, many, many digital resources. How do we mine that data to really understand, truly what's working? How do we know what content's working, what teaching strategies are working? How do we know what assessments are working? How do we know when, when the relationship between the, instructor and learner is vibrant? When you can kind of take a look at, when you have huge resources and huge amounts of data to sort of mine and look at, I think that represents a really new frontier in getting us to a point where we can actually start to implement evidence-based strategies. I think one other really exciting frontier is we're now learning more about how the brain works and how the brain learns, in particular how the human brain learns. I think the cognitive and brain sciences, the way that's getting applied to designing educational products and materials is something else that has the potential to kind of really revolutionize the way that the way that learners learn, both in traditional and non-traditional settings. You don't ever want a learner to feel like their future success in a course is already predetermined. And so, revealing that information in a way that makes students feel sort of defeatist, that, well, I'm in the risk category, is, or having that information somehow prejudice the instructor, so that even before the course has really begun, instructors are already starting to kind of, get a sense or track students and presume which ones are going to succeed or fail. Even with all of those challenges, I mean, I think the opportunities for benefit of mining learning data and really kind of, pushing the frontier of learning analytics, I think the benefits are too great to ignore. And I think those ethical challenges are meaningful and significant, but manageable.